Mr. Begley and members of the board, we have 2 items for board discussion this evening. Up first, we have some board policies. This time I'll turn it over to Dr. Rice.
Thank you, Mr. Smith, Mr. Begley, and members of the board. Under letter C, items for board discussion, number 1, board policies. I have 2 pieces of policy for discussion, letters A and B. In your board packet, I have included a copy of previous language and the proposed language per OSBA. Letter A, JFE, deals with student pregnancy and related conditions. This is an update to our previous policy. This new regulation or updated policy circles around Title IX, and it's really about we can't limit students that were to become pregnant or lost a baby or had a medical condition with a pregnancy. We can't exclude them. We can't expect more from them. We can't do anything with those students that we wouldn't do with the normal students. So to give you an example, we couldn't tell them they had to go to the academy. Now, we could work with them if they wanted to go to the academy, but we couldn't force them to go to the academy. And I provided some language in there and some examples. OSBA provided another example about if a student were to miss days, they were to be absent, the teacher upon return couldn't demand that, this work be done and you need to make up extra work because of the pregnancy, if that makes sense. Are there any questions about policy JFE? The second one I have is under letters B. Policy KKA, recruiters in schools, and again, this is a revision to a previous policy. Language that deals with we have to, federal law, we have to provide contact information for students in the secondary and the high school for recruiters upon request. This just cleans it up a little bit and adds to it we have to provide email addresses if we have those on file. Otherwise, it's exactly the same wording as previous policy. And they do, OSBA puts a little disclaimer at the end, if you refuse to do this, you could lose federal funding. So obviously we won't refuse to do this. So are there any questions over policy KKA?
And those recruiters are who? The armed forces,
Yeah.
skilled trades, institutions of higher education,
Yes, sir.
career technical education providers, yeah.
Yep. And this is normal practice we've been doing in high schools for as long as I've been a part of high schools. They'll come in and sometimes set up a table at lunch and, hang their flag and kids can come to them, but they work with the guidance department to get lists of those students that are getting ready to graduate so they can make contact with them.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Rice.
All right, our next item for board discussion, Fairfield City Schools 2023-2024 membership in the Ohio High School Athletic Association. It is that time of year again. This time of year, the district has to go through a process to renew their membership. So nothing new, no major changes this year with that. And it's my intention to have a resolution on the next board agenda for your approval to renew that membership. Questions about that? All right.